Big 12 fans, welcome to my final Big 12 power rankings of the 2023 season. Hopefully, you've enjoyed my rankings and commentary and stuff. And as an added treat today, along with the power rankings, I'm going to do my actual bowl projections, not from someone who or a website where I got it, but actually go through the exact process of game by game and figuring out exactly where everybody goes. So hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. If you've enjoyed these videos, make sure you have subscribed. And if not, do me the favor, please, and hit the subscribe button or the follow back button, whichever platform you may be watching on. It's a big help. And then, yes, if you'd like to visit our shop so you can get some, be part of the Crew Nation, feel welcome to shop below. Check out that in the profile. So thank you for that. Let's begin. Final countdown for the 2023 regular season. Always, we start at 14 and work our way up the ladder. 14, Cincinnati. You were new to the Big 12 this year. You got 3 wins. And that's about the highlights. So Coach Satterfield, I knew this was year 1 there, new full transition. But basically, now it's time to get some results. And I would assume starting this weekend with the transfer portal opening up and with all those names already out there, holy cow, and we'll get to some of them throughout, you got to make some differences. So there's that. Also at 3 wins on the season, a little disappointing, Baylor. All right. It really is time to sick them. Time to figure out what went wrong this year and reset. I did not have Baylor doing this bad. I had them doing a little bit better this year. I had them in a bowl game. So I'm a little disappointed where their overall results ended up. At 12, Houston, they already pulled the trigger, and now rumor has it one of the names being floated around, and I don't know if this is true or not. I don't even know if he's back into the United States or not. It's Cliff Kingsbury. The name, obviously touches home with the Big 12 footprint, if you will. But that's just the name being floated out over the internet. I have not seen any official wordings yet or any press conferences about an announcement coming up. But that's just the biggest name being floated around for Houston's head coaching search. At 11, BYU. Man, the struggle was real this season. And every week I felt like you started off and you just couldn't win that one last game to get a bowl eligibility. But you're in a big boy conference now. You're no longer in the independents, and no longer do you get the independent schedule. So this is what happens when you play big boy leagues. Welcome to the big boys. I hope you enjoy the experience. I think you're only going to get better from here. I truly do. I think BYU is going to be a team to reckon with for the years to come. At 10, my arch nemesis this year, TCU. I don't think I picked them right, but maybe 2 times this entire season. They had a chance to win, but realistically they didn't. So I had a chance to make bowl eligibility, but they didn't. They finished 5-7 as well after playing for the national championship 1 year removed. So Coach Dykes, time to reset and refigure things out. Now we get to the bowl teams, and this is where it gets tricky. So there was 8 slots available for the Big 12, yet there's 9 teams. So where does that 9th team go? And so UCF, I have you as the 9th best team in the Big 12. So where do you go? Well, it's one of 2 things, landing spots I feel like you're going to be at. You're either going to be at the Armed Forces Bowl playing Texas San Antonio, UTSA, or you're going to play in the Gasparilla Bowl, which you were there just a couple of years ago against South Florida this time instead of the Florida Gators. I think I'm more right with the Armed Forces Bowl, but you might fill in the SEC because the SECs are short for their allotment of the Gasparilla Bowl. So you might fill in the SEC spot. I'm not sure. All right. At 8, Texas Tech. You obviously, I had you much higher this season. I had you preseason number 3, and it didn't come through. But you made it to the bowl games. Congratulations, you're bowl eligible. You will be playing in the Independence Bowl, I believe, against California. At 7, Iowa State. Can we take a minute and talk about the awesomeness that was the season finale for Iowa State? They only had the ball for 35 plays and 6 inches of snow in a blizzard in Manhattan and pulled out the victory. Where Kansas State, you ran over 100 plays. So Iowa State, I have you in the First Responders Bowl playing against Georgia Tech. At 6, Rock Chalk. They and about 2 other schools on my mind had a quarterback shuffle all season where multiple quarterbacks got the starts because of injuries. But you still got 8-win season. It's Lance Leipold, his name's being thrown around pretty much for every job available. Great job, Kansas, overall. And the reality is, Kansas, whether you want to hear this or not, especially Kansas football fans, everybody outside of the city of Lawrence views you as a basketball school. So the fact that you're 8-4 and playing for a bowl game the second year in a row, 6-6 last year, 8-4 this year, it's a step up in the right direction. I have you going to the Guaranteed Rate Bowl to play Rutgers. At 5, West Virginia. Okay, West Virginia, you get the hats off award because I was rooting for you from the Big 12 Media Days press conference forward when only you were asked 4 questions. I felt like that was such a slap in the face. I was so disappointed on most of the media members for not asking more questions and being curious and just trying to learn more. And they had you preseason projected number 14. Hats off. You finished at number 5. So happy for West Virginia. I have you going to the Liberty Bowl to play Auburn. At 4, Kansas State. And this was last year's Big 12 champion and then went on to play Alabama. This year, 4th place, not bad. I'm sure not where you wanted to be. But Chris Klieman, phenomenal coach. Phenomenal coach. I think he's doing wonders there. I have you going to the Texas Bowl to play Texas A&M. At 3, I'm going to put Oklahoma here. Now, you're also going to get the higher bowl game, but as far as power rankings go, I have to put you behind Oklahoma State, even though you have the better record. But I just feel like this is where you're going to have to go. Now, having said that, I also put you in the Alamo Bowl against Arizona. That'll be a different matchup. 9-3 Arizona team. That'll be a good look. And now, how's the offense going to look with your offensive coordinator heading up to Mississippi State? So Oklahoma, you're at 3. Yes, Pokes, you're at 2. You're playing for the Big 12 championship game against Texas. I have you in the Pop-Tarts Bowl against North Carolina. The two of the 3 best running backs in the nation going head-to-head possibly in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. That'd be a good matchup and fun matchup. And then number 1 until proven otherwise, Texas, hook 'em. The Northeast doesn't like you, Texas. And by Northeast, I mean the College Football Playoff Committee / ESPN. Here's what Texas fans already know. As far as quality of wins and strength of record, Texas is number 1 out of, let's say, the top 10 teams being compared to one another. Yet they find themselves pretty much needing 2 of the 4 teams in the top 4 to lose this weekend for Texas to have a chance to make the college football playoffs. Honestly, it's not looking good. That doesn't mean it's been a bad season. It doesn't mean you should not be happy for the season and proud of the season. But when they only take 4, and it's almost a guarantee that the Pac-12 will have at least 1 in there. Will have 1 in there. The rest, I don't know. Anyway, there's that. I have you in the Cotton Bowl playing Missouri. So there's my thoughts on the Big 12's final power ranking. I hope you enjoyed these videos. I really enjoyed producing them. I really enjoyed getting to interact with a few of you throughout. Please hit the follow, post this on your boards, post this on your channels, retweet, whatever you want to do, or re-X, whatever it's called these days. Share it out on your YouTube platforms, and just, if you could, just help me out a little bit. I do appreciate it. Please just subscribe and follow back as well, and then leave a comment. These have been fun, and I thank you much. We'll talk more throughout the season, but in different formats. But this was the last of the power rankings for the Big 12. Thank you.